So for the Jews, they have a lot of laws. Yeah, I think 613 that they need to follow. And then this person asked Jesus, of all the 613 laws, what is the greatest? What is the first? Right? And Jesus here is quoting, I think from the book of Deuteronomy. It's called the Shema. Okay? Hear, O Israel. Hear, listen, pay attention. And you just not hear, you just don't listen, but you must obey. And he says here, hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind, and with all your strength. Who can do this easily? Can I have a raise of hand? Are you raising your hand, sister? No? I couldn't raise my hand. I'm a priest already. I couldn't raise my hand. I couldn't love the Lord your God with all our heart, soul, mind, and strength. On my own, I can't do this. On your own, you can't do this. Okay? Now, maybe some of you, wow, what a relief to hear it from Father. I'm not saying that it's impossible. It's possible. It's only possible with the help of God. Okay? In John chapter 4, verse 19, it says there, in 1 John chapter 4, verse 19, we love because he first loved us. We will only be able to love God to the extent that we experience his love for us. The more that we experience the love of God in our life, the more that we will be able to love him. So if you're lacking in your love for God, it's because you're lacking in experience his love for you. So that's why we need to go deeper. We need to experience more and more of his love so that we will be able to love him in return. Well, there's one of my online subscribers on my YouTube asked me, Father, could you make a video about how to put God first? I guess this is now the video for that. How do we love God with all our heart, mind, soul, and strength, right? And I think one is we would know if we're doing that, if we're spending our time with him. It's like falling in love with somebody, right? I'll share with you. I had my first girlfriend when I was in second year high school. She was my first love, okay? And I kept this secret to my parents. Maybe right now they're knowing this, my secret now. And, I would always have her in my mind. I would always love to spend time with her. I would also make sacrifices. She would go to the school, taking the school bus, and the school bus will arrive at the school like 7 a.m. And I would wake up early, I don't usually do that. I stay up late. I wake up late also. I would wake up early and go to the school and, welcome her to the school. And then we would go together, That was a big sacrifice on my part. But that's how I showed my love for her, of course. So that's the thing, right? How do we spend our time with the Lord? Do we do what pleases him? Do we always have him in our mind, whatever we do? Because if we say yes to those three, we're putting God first. Okay? And when we put God first, the other thing is also we try to obey his commandments. In John chapter 14, verse 15, it says, if you love me, you would obey my commandments. Okay? So, and also when we love God, that's where the second greatest commandment will come in. In the second greatest commandment, it says there, you shall love your neighbor as yourself, and there's no other commandment greater than this. If we're experiencing the love of God in our life, it should overflow. First, we must be able to love ourselves. And overflow so that we will be able to love others. Okay? I quoted with you 1 John chapter 4, verse 19. It says there, we love because he first loved us. Here's the next verse on 1 John chapter 4, verse 20 to 22. 20 to 21. Those who say, I love God, and hate their brothers and sisters are liars. For those who do not love a brother or sister whom they have seen cannot love God whom they have not seen. The commandment we have from him is this: those who love God must love their brothers and sisters also. So that's how you know if you put God first. You need to put others second. You must love them also because they are loved by God. You would love those whom God loves, even your enemies. God loves them too. Okay? So how do we show our love for God and for others? The first thing is, how do we use our time, talent, and treasure? Do we use that for God and for others, or we just use it for ourselves? Okay? The second is our motive. Okay? Do we do things out of love for God and out of love for others, or just out of love for ourselves? The third thing is, do we sacrifice out of love? Because love entails sacrifice. Look at the cross. Jesus did not just say, I love you, without dying on the cross. There's a sacrifice that you have to pay to show your love for God and for others. So hopefully, this homily will help you, encourage you to put God first, put others second, and put ourselves last.